Hello guys, what's going on? Today I'm gonna make a video in which I'm gonna talk about my thoughts on the upcoming Call of Duty release of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. In the background I'm showing you, as you can see, a little bit of Titanfall gameplay that I recorded recently. One quick note on Titanfall, I made a video in the past that was all about the pilot skirmish mode where you basically fight without Titans. I just looked yesterday and for some reason they removed that mod again. I didn't see it in the games list. So if you have any thoughts on that, or maybe I just missed it, maybe it's hidden somewhere else in the menu, but to me it looks like they removed that mod just right after they added it. It's a bit dodgy, to be honest. But anyway, this video is not about Titanfall. It is all about my thoughts on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So I have been a huge fan of the Call of Duty franchise. I bought all the games on release, starting, even the older ones, even Call of Duty 3. I bought on release, and then obviously Modern Warfare 1, and then everything that followed after that. I was just a franchise. I just loved the mechanics. I loved how it felt. Other people, like some of my friends, started to play Battlefield. I never got into that. I never enjoyed Battlefield. It felt sluggish to me. I was always a fan of the really fast-paced gameplay, partially because I came from games like Quake in the past, right? So that kind of links in with that. However, looking at the new trailers and all the stuff they're teasing now for Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, it leaves me cold. I have no ambition to play that game. I might buy it at some point in the future, but I will definitely not buy it on release because I'm completely not excited about this game anymore. Partially maybe because I'm just too old. It's not like the fresh excitement that you had when you were younger and you got plenty of time that you can just put into a game like Call of Duty. But I think it's not only that. It's partially due to the past games, the previous games they released, like especially Call of Duty Ghosts, but also the ones that were before that. They were, to me, really disappointing. I'm a PC player, so all I got was like sloppy PC ports. I know that the games on Xbox were running really smooth, but the versions on PC were just really shitty, and you could really feel that the devs and Activision, they don't really care that the PC players get like a smooth experience. And once again, this time you can see it again. The whole game is now built on the brand of Microsoft and on Xbox, and every trailer you see is about the Xbox One version. There is literally not a single trailer or anything that talks about the PC version, or anything that hints towards that. So that's fine with me, but it kind of leaves me a bit disappointed because some of you might not know it, but the game obviously started on PC. Modern Warfare 1 was a PC game. It had dedicated servers, it had a server list, like the whole thing was built for the PC, and then just because of money, as we see it so often, they kind of derived away from that, and now it's all a console thing. That is kind of fine, but one thing that really upsets me in these crappy PC mods is that they're really crushing the engine. I think the mechanics that they have in Call of Duty, how you control the player, how the game feels, is very much dependent on the engine they have, and that is still a modified Quake engine. Like, it's a really outdated piece of crap, basically, that they keep adding stuff to every year. And while, like, for instance, Modern Warfare 2 was still running extremely smooth, it kind of used the engine in a nice way, I felt. All the games after that were not running really smooth anymore, and it was just the problem that it felt that the engine is really, really broken. Like, it was optimized for Xbox, whenever you look at an Xbox video it runs really smooth, but the PC players just always got screwed over. So that majorly annoyed me, and that they never have the guts to just switch to a new engine and kind of try to port the feeling that makes Call of Duty unique to a new engine. So I would overall say that Call of Duty in its current state is just the prime example of fear of change, right? These guys are so feared of changing anything that it might ruin their brand that they just, do the same thing every year, and we've seen it, and obviously it's successful, so other brands adapt it, like Assassin's Creed, they keep doing the same thing. But I feel Call of Duty now has reached its peak. It's at the point where I think sales are going to go down. To be honest, I had that feeling already with the last game, but now I have it much more. And you can see that they try to counter that by coming up with a few things that are a bit innovative, like the exoskeleton that you can see. But to be honest, that's not enough of a change. I want to see more innovation. I want to see a bold and brave move on the brand that is Call of Duty that turns it into something completely different, something unexpected, in order to get me excited about it again. So furthermore, I think that the exoskeleton, which is kind of the main innovation in the new Call of Duty, like that you can jump higher, you can double jump and do all these things, is very, very much inspired by Titanfall. Now, you could argue that people say, yeah, but they've been working on Call of Duty way longer before even Titanfall was coming out, right, on the new Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. But to be honest, who knows at what point they introduced the double jump feature, at what point they introduced the exoskeleton. I feel that happened very much because Titanfall was coming out and they were like, oh boy, someone is actually trying to innovate, someone's actually trying to do new things, make the gameplay faster and, you know, more fun. So we have to do something. And because they have literally no ideas and no guts to do something different, they looked at Titanfall and said, oh well, look, the double jumping feature works really well, so why don't we do just exactly the same? And then one guy in the back row is like, oh, but what about also doing wall run? And then, you know, creative director says, no, well, that goes maybe a little bit too far, so we can't really do that. So it seems to me the whole change is just another copy of Titanfall, and it's very much expression of their fear of changing anything. So I'm not gonna buy this game. I would love to hear your thoughts, guys, on this. I'm really keen. Are you gonna buy it? And if so, like, what kind of age group are you? Are you really young, or are you actually a bit older? Because I'm like in the 30s, so it might be very much due to my age. So guys, let me know in the comment section below. You can subscribe to my channel. You can leave me a like. That would be appreciated. Otherwise, I see you guys next time, and I'm out. Bye.